Okay, so you're here for one reason and one reason only.
Squid Game Season 3.
Yeah, Squid Game Season 3.
Everyone's thinking about it.
And that finale to Season 2,
Oh my gosh. Brutal.
it was intense, right?
So intense.
But we know we're going to at least get some closure.
I guess. One more season, the final
And
season.
we know it's the final season, which I guess is
Good and bad.
good and bad. Yeah, bittersweet.
It means they really have to stick the landing.
Right, exactly. No pressure. But,
Yeah, like all the pressure.
yeah,
All the pressure in the world.
speaking of pressure,
Mm-hmm.
when is this going to happen?
Right?
Like, when are we actually going to get to see this?
So the creator, Hwang Dong-hyuk, he announced
Yeah.
back in the summer that there would be a final season.
Oh, okay.
So people have been waiting for a while.
Yeah, anticipation is killing me.
And so considering that, and then also considering like Netflix's Emmy strategy,
Oh, right.
I think it's going to be summer or fall 2025.
Summer or fall 2025.
Okay.
That's, I don't know if that feels soon or far away.
It feels like both.
Feels like both, yeah. Okay.
Like forever away and also way too soon.
Okay. So, deep breaths.
Deep breaths. We got to get into the plot.
We got to get into the plot. We got to talk about what we know.
Okay, so to even start thinking about Season 3, we have to think about that insane Season 2 finale.
Right.
First of all, the rebellion against the games, like,
yeah.
that was a total bloodbath.
Yeah. Did not go well.
Did not go well.
For anybody.
And not only did it not go well,
Yeah.
Gi-hun's best friend Jung-bae didn't make it out.
Oh, I was trying not to think about that.
Oh, it's so sad.
But that was like
It's brutal.
that was brutal.
And from what we've heard, the director said that he killed off Jung-bae for a reason.
Oh, really?
For a very specific reason to really, like,
Yeah.
amp up the stakes for Gi-hun.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's
It's dark.
dark. Yeah. Oh, okay. But at least Gi-hun is out there.
Yeah.
He's going to take down the whole system, right?
Well, you would think, but remember that eerie mid-credits scene?
Oh, yeah.
Like, the games are still happening.
Oh, my God.
It's still going on.
Like, even after the rebellion?
Even after the rebellion.
Right, go ahead.
We even see two giant dolls
Oh, God.
running this messed up version of red light, green light.
Oh, it gives me chills.
Chills.
Okay, so that's like a punch in the gut.
Total punch in the gut.
And then on top of that, we get this reveal about the front man,
Oh my God.
that he was player 001 the whole time.
I know.
Like, can you imagine the ultimate betrayal?
The ultimate betrayal.
Yeah.
And so
And the thing is, Gi-hun has no idea.
he doesn't know.
By the end of season 2, he does not know.
Oh my God.
Did you imagine?
Like when that comes out,
when he finally realizes?
the tension, I can't even.
Oh, man. Okay, so we've got Gi-hun, obviously.
Yeah.
But what about some of the other familiar faces? Are we going to see anybody else
Yeah.
come back?
So there are some survivors confirmed to come back
Oh, okay.
from season 2.
Okay.
You've got Young-sik.
Player 007.
Okay.
Then there's Jumja, player 149.
Okay.
And Shinju, player 120.
Okay.
Oh, and we can't forget Junhee, player 222, Youngie, player 333, and Daiho, player 388.
Wow. Okay. That is a lot of people.
It's quite a crew.
Quite a crew.
Coming back.
Yeah.
And then also remember all those new players
Oh, yeah. The new player.
we saw in the mid-credits scene?
Yeah. Like, what are they going to do?
Right, like, are they going to...
Are they going to get involved with Gi-hun? Are they going to, like,
It's possible.
try to take down the system? Are they?
I mean, with Jumja in the mix,
Wow. Yeah.
who knows what kind of
Yeah.
manipulations,
Yeah.
double crosses are going to happen?
Yeah. She's
ruthless.
ruthless. Yeah. Okay. This is getting good.
It's getting good.
But hold on. There's one person we didn't mention.
Yeah.
Junho the detective.
No.
Like, everyone assumed he was dead.
Right.
But we never actually saw it happen.
That's true.
Like, what if he comes back?
What if he survived that fall?
Yeah. Like,
And he's back in the game. Back in the game.
it would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
And I feel like his story's not over.
Right. He was so close to uncovering the truth about the games.
I know.
Okay, so we've got a bunch of players coming back,
Yeah.
intriguing your faces, and the possibility of a detective.
Coming back from the dead.
This is going to be wild.
It's going to be wild.
And we can't forget the biggest wild card of all.
Yeah.
Inho, the front man.
Right. He's the puppet master.
Yeah, and Gi-hun's like
Walking right into a confrontation with him.
totally clueless.
Completely unaware.
I'm not ready for this.
I don't think any of us are ready for this.
But also I need to see it. I need to know what happens.
I know, me too.
Okay, let's take a breath and recap what we know.
Okay.
So season 3 is confirmed.
Confirmed.
It's the final season.
Final season.
We're looking at a summer or fall 2025 release.
Yes.
Gi-hun is ready for a showdown,
Yeah.
but he's got a lot of obstacles.
So many obstacles.
The frontman's betrayal,
Yes.
those creepy new players, and all those characters coming back with their own agendas.
And we can't forget about that Season 2 finale.
Oh my God.
The failed rebellion,
Yeah.
Jung Bei's death, that haunting mid-credits scene.
Right.
It's setting the stage for a finale that is gonna be tense.
Oh, yeah.
Brutal and probably full of twists.
Oh, for sure. Before we send you off down this Squid Game rabbit hole,
Yes.
we want to leave you with something to think about,
Okay.
something to ponder.
So think about this.
Okay.
The games are still going on,
Yeah.
even after everything Gi-hun and the others went through.
Right.
So how deep does this conspiracy go?
Like, is it even possible for Gi-hun to dismantle it all?
That's the question.
Okay, that's going to keep me up at night.
I know, me too.
For more on everything we just talked about,
Yes.
make sure you check out the links in our bio.
In the bio.
You can dive deeper into all the latest Squid Game news.
All those juicy tidbits.
Yeah. And, of course, subscribe
Subscribe
so you don't miss out on any of our deep dives.
into the topics you care about.
It's exactly
The most... You know, it's fascinating to think about how Season 3 could wrap up the entire Squid Game saga.
Right.
We've seen Gi-hun go from this guy
Yeah.
down on his luck
Totally.
to someone willing to risk everything to expose these games.
He's come a long way since Season 1.
Right.
Like that desperate guy
Yeah.
we met back then.
Yeah.
He's witnessed so much
So much.
cruelty the lengths people will go to
Right.
for money and survival.
Mm,
But somehow he still has hope.
he does.
Like he believes he can make a difference.
I know, and that's what makes him such a compelling character.
Totally.
He's flawed,
Oh, yeah.
makes mistakes,
Yeah, sure.
but there's something at his core.
Yeah.
This drive to do good,
Right.
even when it seems impossible.
Yeah, and you can't forget about all the emotional stuff he's been through.
Right.
Like losing his mother,
His mother.
the front man's betrayal,
Yeah.
countless deaths, like
So many deaths.
even his best friend's death.
Yeah.
I'd be a wreck.
I would be too.
But Gi-hun, he just keeps fighting.
It really speaks to the resilience of the human spirit.
Doesn't it?
Like, even in the darkest circumstances,
Yeah.
there's still that flicker of hope,
Yeah.
that refusal to give up.
I totally agree. And I think that's why he resonates
Yeah.
with so many viewers.
Mm-hmm.
We see ourselves in him,
Right.
in his struggles, his doubts, his determination.
Yeah.
He's not some superhero,
Right.
just an ordinary guy
Yeah.
in this extraordinary situation.
Extraordinary and terrifying.
Oh, yeah, terrifying.
Terrifying.
Okay, so let's switch gears for a second.
Okay.
Talk about the games themselves.
The game.
We've seen some seriously twisted challenges.
We have.
What kind of nightmarish scenarios do you think they're going to come up with for the final season?
Oh, man. I don't even want to think about it.
Right.
But Hwang Dong-hyuk, the creator,
Yeah.
he's so good at creating these games
Yeah.
that are visually stunning, but also psychologically disturbing.
You're like, they tap into our deepest fears,
Right.
but then they also twist this childhood nostalgia.
I know.
It's so messed up.
It's like red light, green light,
Right.
but on another level.
It's another level,
Of
terrifying.
terrifying.
Like, I will never look at a children's game the same way again.
I know, me neither.
It's that clash of the innocent and the macabre
Right.
that makes Squid Game so unique.
Totally.
Like, it forces us to confront the darkness
Yes.
that can lurk beneath the surface
Uh-huh.
of these seemingly harmless things.
It's true.
Okay, now I'm really creeped out.
Me too.
But I have to admit, I'm curious
Yeah.
to see what new games they come up with.
What could they possibly come up with?
Maybe something with hide and seek or tag.
Don't give them any ideas.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But speaking of the games,
Yeah.
it's chilling to think that they're still going on.
Right. Like after everything.
After everything Gi-hun and the others went through,
Yeah.
that organization is still intact.
It's terrible.
It's terrible. Like, how vast and
Right.
powerful is this conspiracy?
We know they're wealthy,
Uh-huh.
incredibly influential,
Yeah.
resources that span continents.
And they've been operating in secret for who knows how long.
I know, it's crazy.
And there are always these new players
Right.
willing to risk their lives
For that prize money.
for that prize money. Yeah, like,
What drives people to participate
right.
in the first place?
That's like the underlying social commentary of Squid Game, right? It's
Yeah.
exploring these themes of wealth disparity,
Right.
class struggles,
Uh-huh.
the lengths people will go to when they feel trapped and hopeless.
It's a reminder of the inequalities that exist in the real world.
Right.
How those in power can exploit people for their own gain.
You hit the nail on the head.
I know.
And it's something that stays with you long after the episode's over.
It really does.
It's crazy to think that a show about deadly children's games
can spark these deep conversations.
About society, morality.
The human condition.
It's amazing.
It's the genius of Hwang Dong-heek's vision.
It is.
He's created this world that's entertaining and thought-provoking, thrilling and heartbreaking.
Right.
It's like this unique blend.
That's why Squid Game's a global phenomenon.
Exactly. Okay, so we've talked about the emotional weight of the show, the potential for new games, and the reality that the organization is still out there.
Yes.
But let's bring it back to the characters for a minute.
Okay, the character.
Like who might actually survive this final showdown.
Right.
Because we know not everyone is making it out alive.
No.
The stakes are higher than ever,
They are.
and the body count.
Oh.
Well, let's just say it's going to be high.
It's going to be high.
Considering the show's track record.
Yeah.
So who do you think has the best shot at survival?
Oh, man, that's a tough one.
It is tough.
I mean, obviously, we're rooting for Gi-hun.
He's our main guy.
Yeah.
But his chances seem pretty slim.
Slim.
Going up against the front man.
Right, like he's mastermind of the whole operation.
Right, and then there are the other surviving players.
Yeah.
Each with their own motivations, strengths, and weaknesses.
It's a complex playing field.
It really is like Young-sik.
Oh, yeah.
The older player.
He's surprisingly agile.
Yep.
And cunning.
Right.
And he teamed up with Gi-hun before.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll join forces again.
Maybe.
And then there's Gi-ja.
Well, yeah.
Incredibly resourceful.
Uh-huh.
And manipulative.
Yeah, you never know what she's going to do.
You can never predict her.
Yeah, and Hyun-ju.
Oh, yeah, Hyun-ju.
He's a skilled fighter.
Right.
With this personal vendetta against the organization.
Yeah.
She could be a powerful ally for Gi-hun.
Absolutely. But we can't rule out betrayals.
Right.
Unexpected alliances.
Yeah, the dynamics between these characters are constantly shifting.
Constantly shifting.
Anything could happen.
Which is what keeps us on the edge of our seats.
Exactly. We know the games will be brutal.
Yeah.
The betrayal's heartbreaking. And the stakes are literally life and death.
Literally life and death.
So who will come out on top?
That's the question.
Who will survive the final game?
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
We will. But one thing's for sure.
What's that?
Season 3 of Squid Game is going to be a wild ride.
A wild ride.
Couldn't agree more. Okay, before we move on, let's do a quick recap of our survival predictions.
Survival prediction.
We've got Gi-hun Young-sik, Yim-ja, and Hyun-ju as potential contenders. But honestly, at this point, it's anyone's game.
It's anyone's game.
Okay, speaking of tuning in.
Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to in Season 3?
Besides the obvious, like the games, the drama, the inevitable heartbreak.
Right.
Besides all that. I'm really curious to see how Gi-hun's character arc resolves. Like, will he get his revenge on the front man?
Right.
Will he expose the truth about the games?
Yeah.
Or will he be consumed by the darkness he's fighting against?
Ooh, those are great questions.
Big questions.
I'm also dying to know more about the organization behind it all.
Yeah.
Like, who are those VIPs?
Who are those VIPs?
What are they really after?
Yeah.
And is there any way to truly stop them?
Those are some mysteries I'm hoping Season 3 will shed some light on.
Yeah. And of course,
yeah,
I can't wait to see what new horrors they've cooked up for these final games.
The final game.
It's like I have a feeling you're going to pull out all the stops for this last season.
I think so, too. They have a reputation to uphold.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
But let's not forget about the emotional impact of the show.
Right.
Like after what happened to Jung Bae.
I know.
I'm bracing myself.
Yeah.
For some serious heartache.
The emotional stakes are high.
Yeah. We've grown attached to these characters.
I know, even the ones who make questionable choices.
Right.
It's going to be tough to see any of them meet a tragic end.
Yeah. It's like watching a train wreck in slow motion.
Oh, my God.
You know it's coming.
Yeah.
But you can't look away.
You can't look away.
And you know it's going to leave a mark.
That's the perfect analogy.
It is.
Squid Game is not for the faint of heart.
Nope.
It's intense.
But for those of us who can handle it,
it's
an unforgettable experience.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
Yeah.
The characters, the games, the mysteries,
and
the emotional roller coaster.
That's coming in Season 3.
But there's one more thing I want to touch on.
Oh, what's that?
Before we wrap up,
okay,
The cultural impact of Squid Game.
Oh, yeah.
It's become this global phenomenon.
Right.
Sparking conversations.
About everything.
Yeah.
Social inequality.
Yeah.
The nature of entertainment.
It's been parodied.
Yes.
Memeified.
Yes.
Analyzed endlessly.
Right.
It's even inspired real-life events.
Like what?
Like Squid Game-themed escape rooms and parties.
I know, that's crazy.
It's amazing to see how a TV show can have such a profound impact.
On pop culture.
Yeah.
It's true.
It really speaks to the power of storytelling.
Yeah.
When a story connects with people on a deeper level, it can transcend language and cultural barriers,
right,
becoming a shared experience.
That's what Squid Game has done.
Totally.
It's captured the anxieties and hopes of an entire generation,
right,
while sparking this global conversation about the challenges we face.
Right, and it's given us some pretty epic memes and Halloween costumes.
Yeah, and Halloween costumes.
Along the way. Can't forget about the fun factor.
Right. Okay. I think it's time to wrap up
Okay.
this part of our deep dive.
Yeah.
Into Squid Game Season 3.
Season 3.
And the series as a whole.
The series as a whole.
We've covered a lot of ground.
Yes.
Explored some fascinating theories. And hopefully sparked some new questions for you.
We've laughed.
We felt the chills.
Yeah.
We've gotten a little philosophical.
Yeah.
Along the way.
And most importantly.
Yeah.
We've reminded ourselves why we're so drawn.
To this show.
Yeah, to this crazy, twisted, brilliant show.
If you're craving more Squid Game content,
yes,
be sure to check out the links in our bio.
The links in our bio.
For articles, interviews, and all the behind-the-scenes tidbits.
All those juicy tidbits.
That we talked about.
Yeah. And of course,
yeah,
subscribe to The Deep Dive.
Subscribe.
For more explorations into the topics.
The topics you're most curious about.
Exactly. Until next time.
Happy watching.
Yes.
And even happier theorizing.
Yeah. Okay, so we've talked about the plot twists and the potential for new games and like who might survive this whole thing. But Squid Game isn't just about thrills and chills, is it?
No, not at all. I mean, it really makes you think about some tough ethical questions.
Yeah, like right off the bat, it makes you think, how far would someone go when they're desperate?
Right.
Are the players victims or are they making a choice?
Yeah, are they choosing this even though it's a horrible choice?
And it's something you think about even when the episode's over. You've got these people drowning in debt, facing poverty,
right,
illness, family crises.
Yeah, they see the games as a way out.
Right, like a chance to escape, even if it means risking their lives.
Exactly. And then on the other side, you have the VIPs.
Oh, yeah.
The ones orchestrating these games and betting on them.
Right, they're the villains, but
yeah,
even their motivations are kind of complex.
They are.
Like, is it just pure cruelty?
I don't know. It seems like they're bored with their wealth and privilege.
Right, like they're looking for a thrill.
Yeah, that money can't buy.
Or maybe they see it as this twisted social experiment.
Possibly, right.
Makes you think about the apathy.
Yeah.
And decadence that can come with extreme wealth.
Right.
But then there's also the question of choice.
Right, like are the players really making a free choice?
Yeah.
When they enter the games?
Yeah, they're being coerced or manipulated.
Yeah, because even if someone is desperate.
Yeah.
Are they really in a position to consent to something like this?
Yeah, it's a slippery slope for sure.
A slippery slope.
And we can't forget about like the psychological toll this takes on the players.
Right, even the ones who survive.
Yeah.
Are changed forever.
They've seen violence.
Yes.
They've been betrayed.
They face their own mortality.
It's like a trauma.
Yeah.
That they can never fully escape.
Exactly. And it makes you wonder.
Yeah.
About the long-term consequences for them.
Right. Like what happens when they leave the island?
Yeah. How do they go back to their normal lives?
After everything.
After everything they've been through.
It's a lot to think about.
A lot to think about.
And that's something the show hasn't really explored yet.
Not really.
But I'm hoping we'll get some answers.
Yeah.
In season 3.
I agree. It would be interesting to see how the survivors cope with the aftermath.
Yeah.
Both physically and emotionally.
Right.
And maybe we'll even get a glimpse into the lives of the VIPs.
Oh, yeah. Understand what drives them.
Yeah, like what kind of person thinks this is entertainment?
It's disturbing to think about.
Yeah.
But it's also a reflection of reality.
Right.
Right? But I think the real brilliance of Squid Game is that it makes us question our own values.
Yeah.
Our own sense of right and wrong.
Like it's holding up a mirror.
Yeah.
To the darkest parts of human nature.
And it forces us to ask ourselves, what choices would we make?
If we were in their shoes.
Yeah.
It's a powerful show.
It's incredibly powerful.
Okay, so folks, that wraps up our deep dive
into
Squid Game Season 3.
Season 3.
And the series as a whole.
The series as a whole.
We've covered release dates, plot twists,
character analysis.
Yeah, we've gotten a little philosophical. We've laughed.
We've cringed.
Yeah, we've definitely had some food for thought.
We've explored the stakes.
Yeah.
The heartbreak, the hope.
And why we're so obsessed with this show.
If you want even more Squid Game content,
check out the links in our bio.
For
articles, interviews,
and all the behind-the-scenes stuff.
all those juicy tidbits we mentioned.
And of course, subscribe to The Deep Dive.
Subscribe!
For more explorations into the topics you're most curious about.
Until next time, happy watching.
And happy theorizing.